Hi guys, apologies, I've just woken up, but I felt very inspired again to come and do a video for you. I want to talk about 3D circumstances and ignoring your present reality while you're manifesting. So circumstances don't matter. People always will say their circumstance as if it's a different circumstance that does matter, but honestly, all circumstances don't matter. So whatever is going on in your life, you can still have whatever you want, even if that's that someone has said they're not interested in you but you want to be with them, or that you currently live in a place you don't want to live and you want to live somewhere else and you can't imagine how it's possible. Whatever it is, okay? What it is like what you've got in front of you now in your current third dimensional reality, which is what you would consider your circumstances. That is a manifestation of past stuff. So you're almost looking at the past when you're looking at your present, because it's already manifested and it's based on your old beliefs and assumptions. Now, that's not to say that you are responsible for anything bad in your life, because you probably didn't know about manifestation. And also, I don't like this thing of blaming people for their circumstances. I think that's a very toxic trait within manifestation. However, it is true that that thing that is happening in your life now doesn't matter, and you can manifest what you want. So try and see it as an empowering thing, like you're looking at the past manifestation and now you can change it. And remember, it's not always immediate. There is some kind of lag time involved, which is why when you're manifesting, you mustn't look at what's happening in front of you. So that's not to say that we all need to be delusional, because also I really believe that people need to live in the present and be in the present, and that spirituality is about being happy in the present. But what it is enjoying whatever is happening in the present if it's what you want, and if it's not what you want, ignoring it and finding peace. So it's not that you're delusional. It's more that you don't invest your energy into what you don't want. Because wherever you put your energy, you're literally going to feed the situation with your energy. Think about it as if you're having an argument with someone, okay? And the more you're thinking about that argument, and the more you're telling your friends, this person's being a nightmare, and the more you're kind of getting emotionally enmeshed in it, the worse it's becoming and the more it's growing, because you're feeding it. But if maybe you just took your energy off and you thought, that personal situation doesn't deserve my energy and time, I'm going to focus on my life, living my best life, the things in my life that I like, that situation miraculously tends to just de-escalate and go away. That's basically what I'm talking about. That's you not focusing your energy on the circumstance or the 3D reality that you don't want, and instead focusing on what you do like, or being present in the moment with the things that you like. So we're not saying, when we say circumstances don't matter and to ignore your 3D reality in the manifestation community, it's not that you're living a delusional life where you're focused in the future and you're not able to enjoy the present. I mean, that's an awful way to live. It's more like, if you like what's happening in the present, enjoy that, marinate in that, put your energy into that, and then you're going to manifest more of that in the future. But don't put your energy into the things you don't like, because that's old stuff, and you're just going to reaffirm it and reiterate it and replay it, and it's going to become in the future. So in some ways, if you want to manifest in a very light-hearted way where you don't have to think about it too much, just make peace and be happy in the present moment, irregardless of what's going on. So if you can do that through meditation, or through just surrendering and letting go and trusting that good things are going to come to you, that being happy in the present moment is going to manifest happiness in the future, because whatever you're doing in the present is determining the future, and whatever is happening in your circumstance in the present is because of the past and how you were behaving in the past. Does that make sense? So there's always this lag. So if you can just distance yourself a little bit from whatever is triggering you in the present and realize this is just the past energy, and not feed into it more, it's not going to kind of replicate and become future. Does that make sense? I'll give you an example that is to do with manifesting money out of thin air, where I was ignoring the present. I mean, I can also give examples of with people, but this is maybe a good one. Because it's not just like, oh, well, then that's just psychology or something, you know, it's kind of, it is a manifestation from nothing. So I recently got a really big unexpected bill, and it was for my gas and electricity, and they've gone up so much already that to get this unexpected bill was like a bit of a nightmare. And it was because the company had done something wrong where they'd miscalculated the previous month, so they were lower than they should have been. Whatever. Actually, it was probably helpful because at the time maybe it was good to have them lower. But anyway, I suddenly got this big bill and I was like, I'm not going to worry about this. I always have enough money to pay my bills. These are my beliefs that I now have, so it's kind of easy for me. But I was also like, this bill is going to go away. Like, this bill is going to go away. First thing that happened is I kind of was like, what is this bill? Where has this come from? I said this to the company, like, but in my head I was like, this bill is going away. The first thing they said is that they'd miscalculated and it was much more than it should have been, so it got reduced, but it didn't totally go away. I was like, okay, quite good, but I'm not going to pay this because this bill is going to go away. And what actually happened, and I guess I was thinking maybe the company would just say they'd made a mistake and I would revise it like that. But what actually happened, and this is why you shouldn't focus too much on how your manifestation will play out. What actually happened is I got a phone call from my water company, and they realized they had been overcharging me for months. So one of them had been undercharging me for months, and one of them had been overcharging me for months, even though I gave meter readings to both, right? And the water people just happened to call me to say, we've been overcharging you, we will reduce your monthly water bill, and also there's this big lump sum of money that you're owed. Do you want us to give that back to you? It will take 5 days to transfer into your account. The money that they gave back to me was the exact amount of the other bill, and the time it took to come into my account was the time I had to pay the other bill. So I just manifested the money to pay the other bill, you know? So if I had kind of really freaked out and worried a lot about that bill, and I did a little bit for like one day and then I switched my mindset, it probably wouldn't have happened like that, you know, or I would have got into this lack mentality and maybe other bills would have come, or my readings would have like dried up, or whatever it is to show me that yes, I need to worry about money. Instead I was like, no, money just comes to me whenever I need it from unexpected ways and sources, and this bill will go away, I'll be able to pay it. If not, it's fine. And it happened. You know, and I can also talk about this in terms of specific people, or, you know, when you're having a difficult time with a friend or something, and you're kind of affirming, like I said, you're affirming that this is a difficult situation. Or if someone's ghosted you, you're saying to all your friends, this person isn't speaking to me, and you're just affirming it. If you instead just in your mind think, I know what I'm doing, I'm great at manifesting, I also trust the universe, this situation is going to resolve, this person loves speaking to me, and you just kind of think that and don't feed what's happening, it will shift. I've done that many times. So this is what we mean about kind of ignoring the 3D reality, not feeding the present reality. And circumstances don't matter. People have manifested stuff that seems completely impossible. It's all about what you think is true or believable. People have manifested contact from people they haven't heard of for like 10 years who didn't even have their number. You know, I haven't personally done that, but I know of people who have. I just give you examples of things that I've done. But when I really wanted to get a kitten and I didn't know how I was going to do it, I manifested the money out of thin air and the kitten, someone emailing me about the kitten on the same day. It can happen, okay? So you don't need to worry about how it's going to happen. In fact, you should never think about how, because that's messing with the middle. There will always be a bridge of incidents. You will maybe take inspired action, but you won't realize it's inspired action. It will just be when you look back on it that you realize, wow, this is how it unfolded. And just be open to how it's going to happen. But whatever's happening in your current life at the moment that you don't like, just do not feed it with energy, and focus all of your energy on the things in the present that you do like, or visualizing what you want for the future. But don't be too much living in the future that you're missing the present either. I think some people can do that when they're manifesting, and it's like, we're here to experience things, so let's not be living totally in the future. Let's also be enjoying what we have in the present, but just feed the things that you love and take your energy back from the things that you don't like, and you will therefore get whatever you're feeding with energy. That's how you manifest this. Wherever your energy goes, wherever your intention goes, is going to grow and multiply. So put it on the things that you want. I've spoken about revision in several of these videos, but I may do another video about revision specifically. I am also going to do very soon an 8-hour meditation that you can listen to at night that is going to reprogram your subconscious thoughts, because everything that I'm telling you guys is about how to control your conscious thoughts, which is, you know, your conscious thoughts create, but the subconscious ones do matter as well, because a lot of your actions and your thoughts and emotions is to do with your subconscious. And that is like something you can work on while you're sleeping or when you're in a state akin to sleep. So meditation, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. These are the key times. But I'm going to do like an 8-hour sleep meditation, and it's going to start with you revising the day you've just had, so that you imagine everything that has happened in the day happened as you wanted it to. If anything happened that wasn't how you wanted it to be. So you can revise your day every night. You can imagine that it's gone the way you wanted it to go before you go to sleep. That's a very good technique. But I'm going to do a meditation where you revise the day you've just had, and then you imagine whatever it is that you want as if it's happened, so you're living in the wish fulfilled. And then as you're falling to sleep, there'll be subliminal affirmations and stuff, probably under some soothing music or crashing waves. Maybe comment below whether you prefer to hear affirmations, or to have subliminals under like waves or something like that, because I'll make it whatever people say, if you say. If not, it will probably be me doing a guided meditation for revision, living in the end, living in the wish fulfilled, and then affirmations starting as you're going to sleep, which gradually fade, and it's under like crashing waves or white noise or something like that. But I don't know when I'll have the chance to do that, because it will take a while. But that's something that I'm going to recommend that everyone listens to at night, which will be really helpful, especially if you're already doing my manifestation packages. It will be, because I usually give people a link to subliminals they can listen to at night, but I wanted to make my own meditation for people. But it will take me a while because I'll have to edit it and stuff. But yeah, I hope that's helpful. You know where to reach me if you want to work on manifestation one-on-one, or if you want to get a reading with me. My readings, I'm a psychic. They're based on your current energies, which is showing what you're going to manifest. But I also like to empower people with readings. Some things are set in stone, but there's always a way to manifest a smoother pathway through whatever lessons you're meant to learn, even if that is the case. So much love, light, and positivity to you all. Repeat after me. Watching this video has helped you manifest anything you desire. Watching this video has helped you manifest anything you desire. Sending so much love, light, and positivity to you all. Take care.